Lice problems are irritating enough to exasperate a person with itching problems, but have you experienced what does lice look like? The enemy which is the cause for action. Head bugs are those which are recognized for their hygiene molding actions. These pests used to construct their society on the skull. It even lays nits and eggs to build up a society to irritate us in leading a healthy life. You can easily call these pests with scalp blood-sucking irritating elements a maddening element which leads a human being to undergo abnormal frustration caused by itching. These head insects, which especially originate in human being, are quite infectious to escort numerous infectious contagions in scalp. Though it never broadens any such features connected to hazardous diseases, but can be highly irritating as they are well organized to break our distillation measures. A lice's rouge which is capable enough to affect a child as well as an adult too. This infection can even easily produce a big kin of lice by laying eggs in your cranium skin, done solitarily without any delay. Thus, it becomes important for the affected person to rush some usual sanitization measures in order to live a healthy life and assure some fast lice removal methods at once if detected. Lice indication is effortlessly detected with several measures. An ambitious measure to know what does lice look like opts for the best one to identify and destroy. If you know what does lice look like, this procedure will help you to spot head lice so that you don't conclude making mistakes with other affluent conditions like dandruff or somewhat else. In fact, a newsworthy survey suggests that over 10 million cases per year arouse lice occurrences just in the United States, a big reason to think and eradicate which is quite important. Eradication of lice becomes eminent when you have mastered with what does lice look like, an option to recognize and destroy these infectious insects. This article will help you out to find some of the coolest ways to engage 3 effectual tips to answer the query of, what does lice look like? 1. Look for some of the lice familiar symptoms. Possibly the most regular indication linked with this situation is the steady annoyance and scraping, well practiced unusually on scalp. In addition to this, you can also discover red wallops in your cranium skin or at the back of your neckline, which is very exasperating if left unaccompanied with medication. If you begin to observe these lice symptoms, then it's significant that you should take an immediate action. 2. Look for lice in head. Lice are quite small creature, as small as the poppy seed or sesame seed. These bugs are well observed with naked eye, just with the use of a mirror reflection. These bugs necessitate a swarm to stay alive. They do the same by injecting spit into your head and sucking the blood, so they can get the nourishment properly to live life. The fully developed bugs are typically brown in their color, but you can find some of them to be white, which can live for over 30 days span. 3. Look for lice eggs or nits. The lice nits or eggs are usually very minuscule, like small balls, which are often white. These insects lay these eggs to organize a bigger family in your head. You can find these eggs to be literally wrapped with the streaks of your tresses. Depending upon the sternness, the number of lice ranges from 20 to a few hundred. It can take the severe form of thousands while making the condition much more severe, and so treating the affected scalp in a right way becomes crucial. Thus, it is important to understand what does lice look like. If you are aware with the very first louse, destroy the same to avoid severity.